I want to continue looking at the 7 deadly sins this week and look at the sin of gluttony. Now, technically, the sin of gluttony is to take unreasonable pleasure in food and drink. Food and drink are good. They're gifts from God. We're not Puritans. We believe that we should enjoy food and drink, but we shouldn't allow these things to enslave us. It's like money that we looked at last week. It's good in its proper place. The virtue opposite the sin of gluttony is the virtue of temperance. And temperance helps us to put all these things in their proper place, food and drink, but also any bodily pleasure, whether it's sleep or spending time in social media. Temperance allows us to discipline our lives, and so our reason overrules our bodily desires for these pleasures. When we look at the sin of gluttony, am I living gluttonously? Do I take excessive pleasure in food or drink? Do I eat too much? Do I drink too much? Am I able to look at that piece of chocolate cake and say, I want that chocolate cake, but I don't need it, and I'm going to walk away from it? You know, that's why we fast during Lent. Not that food or alcohol or chocolate or eating between meals is bad, but that we have to discipline ourselves so that our reason can override our passions and say, no, that chocolate cake is good, but I don't need it. It doesn't enslave me. I can say no to it. So, am I able to say no to that alcoholic drink? When I know that next drink is going to make me lose my reason, I'm going to get drunk, I have to say no to it. And that's not easy. And so we pray for the virtue of temperance and we discipline ourselves so that we can say no to those bodily desires. You know, we think of gluttony with food and drink, but it can be anything that becomes an obsession. Really, our exercise regime or our obsession with the way we look, exercise, we can be gluttonous if it's taking the improper place in our lives, if it's taking the place of our family, our vocation, if it's becoming our God. And so this week, let's root out the sin of gluttony in our lives. How do we do that? Well, we fast. I urge you to fast from something edible this week, from food or drink, something that we desire, say no to it. Walk away from the kitchen table when you're still hungry. I also urge you to fast from something else pleasurable, whether it's social media or music, something pleasurable in your life, say no to it this week. Fast from it. And pray for the help from God to become a temperate person. And that's a little theology in 3 minutes. Hey friends, exciting news for you. My very first book is available from Ave Maria Press. It's called Opening the Holy Door, and it's scriptural reflections on the virtue of hope. It's the perfect way to celebrate this Jubilee year as together we are pilgrims of hope. You can find the link in the description below or go to joanwatson.faith to order your copy today.